everyone, so what is going on here? First of all, I will be aquascaping 200-liter aquariums. You may have seen in the previous video that I started 200 liters aquarium and it only had sand on the bottom, and I planned to buy some fish and plants on my way from the vacation because I have several hundred kilometers to the nearest decent aquarium store, so that's what I did. They are here in the aquarium, however it's not aquascaped. I have also both bought and gathered some amazing aquascaping materials, so you will see. And then here I have recently started the 35 centimeter cube tank, and it has a soil, aquarium soil, so I still do daily 50% water changes to take out all of those nutrients from the soil. And here we have my 54-liter aquarium that I am doing also a water change on this one. And first I will be trimming the plants. Pogostemon stellatus, I think it's a bit too large for this aquarium. I may transfer it to the 200-liter aquariums and maybe plant other plants that I bought here. I will see. So let's go, let's get to work. I have some problems with staghorn algae in this aquarium, Cladophora, so I use a toothbrush to remove it. The biggest problem is in the bottom growing plants, like this Lilaopsis novozelandiae. But doing this maintenance, I discovered there was also a lot of staghorn algae in those Pogostemon stellatus that you see me cleaning right now. So I'm hesitant to introduce those plants to the new 200-liter aquarium that I will be aquascaping today. I'm just afraid I will introduce them to this new aquarium, and I don't think it's possible to get rid of them actually. They are very tough, and seems to me like the same growth conditions that are ideal for plants are also ideal for them, so maybe they do not compete with plants in the same way as algae do, and therefore thrive in the same conditions as the plants. And when it comes to fish that I keep in this tank, maybe you remember from one of my previous videos, I showed some Pacific blue eyes that I had in this aquarium, a beautiful shoal of fish, Pseudomugil signifer in Latin, that displayed some amazing breeding behavior. However, I went for a vacation several weeks, and unfortunately when I came back they were gone. I left an automatic feeder on. First I thought that the feeder wasn't working, but I don't know, I checked before I went on vacation and the feeder was fully operational, so I don't know what happened. I didn't find any fish that could have jumped out from the tank, around the tank. And at the same time I had some Otocinclus algae eaters in the tank, and they were totally fine when I came back. Today I will be introducing new fish into this aquarium that are temporarily swimming in the 200 liters aquarium. It will be tetras, beautiful orange colored Epiphytes amandae. A shoaling fish, and they stay very small, I think up to maximum 1 inch or under 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. So this should make a beautiful display in this tank. I have a possibility to easily make a maintenance and water changes in my room, because previously it was a laundry room, so I have both access to tap water and to sewage. So I changed the water in both small aquariums, and now adding nutrients, calcium nitrate, calcium phosphate and microelements. Okay, so now it's time to aquascape this 200 liters aquarium. You can see I added a stronger filter with a power head that is filtering 1000 liters per hour, so right now it's a bit of a mess. There are actually 3 filters. The one that I installed in the previous video, 500 liter power head with a filtering sponge, the new one with 1000 liters per hour, and there is also a surface skimmer, 500 liters per hour. But I think in the end I will actually use external filter that I have, but I just need to obtain some new parts because it's an old Eheim filter. Anyway, as you can see, we have quite a lot of different plants. We have Bucephalandra, we have Anubias, we have Bolbitis haudelotti, we have some Hygrophila guanensis that I'm not sure if I'm gonna use them. That's the cuttings from the small aquarium. We have Cryptocorinne balansae, and we have the Hydrocotyl bipartita, tripartita, sorry, and we have some Java ferns, trident and regular one, and here we have some Hygrophila sp araguaia and some Uncus as well. So the fish, dwarf botias 8, some barbs, Desmopuntius rhombocellatus 12, and I have 15 of those Hyphasobricon amandae that I will be, for aquascaping, transferring to the smaller aquarium. And I have some military helmet snails, 8 of them, and I have 2 pagoda snails. I may move those pagoda snails so to the smaller aquarium. It may be easier to fit them there, because right now I can't use any tablets or anything, because in this aquarium the barbs and botias are eating everything before the snails get to them. So aquascaping material, as you can see, this beautiful red moor wood, which I thought when I seen it in the aquarium store, a beautiful aquarium store in Warsaw, Aqua Show, Aquascaping studio more than a show, actually, than a store actually. I thought it's ideal for this peninsula style aquarium that is seen from both sides. So this is how it looks from this side, and we have how it looks from the other side. Both sides are look very nice. Okay, and the lamp that I installed, this is Chihiro's WRGB2 Slim. So it's 69 watts of power, and it has maximum 69. You can control it through app very easily, both temperature and times and sunrise and sunset. Right now it's at 55% power. I also have some stones that I gathered myself here at the coast of Baltic Sea in northern Sweden. I think their color is really similar to the color of the sand that I use. Has a little bit of pink and reddish and black in it, just like the stones that I gathered. So it should suit pretty nice. As you can see, I don't have any very large stones because the Redmoor wood that I will be using it will be definitely a centerpiece, and the stones will be just an addition. And I have also different gradations larger, smaller to very small ones. So I think it will look very nice. So first of all, let's get out all of the plants to the bucket, and I will be spraying them so that they do not dry out. Okay, so I caught all of the 15 tetras, and I also picked both pagoda snails, and I now will be acclimatizing them to the smaller aquarium. The temperature is a bit lower here because I changed the water, so I want to do it slowly. Just add a bit of water and let them acclimatize to the new water. Forget about the plants. Okay, now the main thing that I want to do is to attach plants to this wood so that I can put it in the aquarium. The plants are in the water and the fish have shelter. I will have to spray the plants while I'm planting them on the wood. I need to protect the environment here. Okay, the things that I will be using: scissors, super glue in gel form, some floss to attach the moss, and I guess I will start with planting all but the moss, and where I have place left I will place the moss. First I want to have it in position that I will have it in the aquarium, so I will take a stone. The other question is if the wood will float or not. There are some stones embedded in the wood. In nature it has been growing among the stones, and as you can see, here are the stones, so it is quite heavy, but I'm still not sure if it will sink or flow. If it flows to the surface, I will use a stone for some period of time to weigh it. Okay, let's try to the plants a little bit more. Fish got acclimated and snails, and we can let them swim out. Now let's prepare the other plants. Let's prepare Anubias first. Split them into several plants. This will be one small plant. This is a very exciting moment of the whole aquascaping because I'm putting the main aquascaping piece inside of the tank. Let's see if it floats or if it sinks. Oh yes, it floats, of course. We're taking it out again. It's floating quite a lot, which means that it's not enough just to put a stone. So the first idea was to glue the wood onto the acrylic plate, to use filter floss and soak it in a super glue in order to make a better surface connection of the glue to the wood. So this didn't work because I had not enough of super glue, so I couldn't really soak the filter floss. But I came with another idea. I will use some zip ties and use them to attach the wood to the acrylic plate. First I drilled some holes in the acrylic and then in the wood, and then used the zip ties to attach them in place. And the idea is that the sand will lie on the acrylic plate and prevent the wood from floating. So that's why I removed the sand, to be able to put the acrylic plate flat on the bottom. And now covering the acrylic plate with the sand. And it looks like it's working. Now the wood doesn't float. And in the meantime, the tetras that were transferred to the smaller aquarium, 60 centimeter Aquascape, are doing fine. And now I start to place some stones.
Swimming, swimming, swimming like a bird. Dreaming, dreaming, I can fly to anywhere. You are, you are, that's right.
So finally the fish may start to feel a little bit more at home now, roaming around the stones. They feel more secure with some decoration in the aquarium. And that's the stone aquascape that I settled with. And now it was the time to plant the Cryptocarina balancei that grows in the substrate unlike the other plants that are epiphytes and grow on the wood and in between the stones. And this will provide even more shelter and give a sense of security for the fish. And now I'm planting the rest of the plants, Hydrocotyle tripartita and some unicus. In the longer run it didn't really work because these plants are more light demanding, while the epiphytes on the wood are more shade loving plants, so it was difficult to get enough light for the bottom growing plants, while at the same time giving too much light for the epiphytes, so the bottom plants that you see here didn't grow very well, and while there were algae on the epiphytes, so I ended up taking out all of those bottom plants. And finally, after aquascaping was done, it was time to add nutrients to the tank. Potassium, micronutrients, phosphate and nitrate. And I didn't show here, but I installed the CO2 injection. And that's the view of the aquascaped tank. I really like the behavior of these barbs, how they shoal and roam around among the wood and plants. This kind of natural aquascape in the aquarium gives you really a feeling of being close to nature and feelings of peace and fulfillment, and I love it. Unfortunately, fish are still a bit shy when I come closer to the aquarium, so they need some time to settle in and become accustomed to my presence. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see similar content in the future, and don't forget to like. See you in the next video.